Good afternoon, Your Honor. My name is Joe Kennedy, arson investigator for the Riverside County Fire Department. I'm here today in regards to questions on Fourth Amendment evidence gathering questions in regards to the fire that occurred at 614 Mays Street. Just a quick background, fire was reported at 1:17 p.m. and a full structure response was ordered, consisting of 2 engine companies, 1 truck company, 1 rescue, and 1 battalion chief. When the first arriving units arrived on scene, they noted heavy smoke emanating from the Alpha Delta corner, which would be, as you're looking at the structure, the front corner to your right. Once they made entry, they noted that the heavy smoke was confined to the living room, but clear throughout the rest of the structure. This in and of itself is an unusual finding and would prompt the incident commander to request an investigation. And at that point, the incident commander did request an investigator respond to the scene. Once the fire was contained and suppressed, the lieutenant began his paperwork, which includes a preliminary cause and origin investigation. At the time of him doing the paperwork, and as the rest of the crews were cleaning up from fire suppression activities, there was a report of a second structure fire with children trapped, which led to an exigent circumstances in terms of remaining on scene for my arrival. I did arrive on scene after all of the apparatus had left the scene for the subsequent fire with children trapped. And at the time I arrived, the residence was vacant but not secured. I began my investigation, which is a part of all fire reports under the National Fire Incident Reporting System. At the time, I discovered the origin to be behind the TV with an unknown melted material. And I have for you a picture I hope you can see. Here is the TV, and you can see the fire damage created around the TV, which led my investigation to begin here. But also of note, if you'll look, you'll see limited furnishings and nothing on the walls, no pictures, anything like that, no personal belongings, which also raised my suspicions. As a look back towards the entry, here's a second photo taken from the same position as the other photo, but turned the other way. You'll also see what looks like an unusual burn pattern showing fire emanating from the floor, but also notice the lack of obvious damage anywhere else around it. And again, no evidence of any sort of personal belongings, decorations, anything like that within the structure. Again, raising a point of concern. It was at this point, after noticing that pour pattern as I showed you, and the unusual melted material behind the television, this is when the residents appeared, stating that my investigation was a violation of their Fourth Amendment rights. I believe this is not the case based on the Michigan v. Tyler ruling, and that my investigation was a continuation of the original entry by our fire suppression personnel, and that the temporary interruption was due to exigent circumstances of a subsequent fire with persons trapped. The Michigan v. Tyler was ruled that the temporary interruption, which in their case was darkness and heat and smoke from that fire, was not a violation of Fourth Amendment rights, and that was a 4-hour, I believe, 5-hour lapse time, while mine was merely a few minutes, my response time from headquarters to the incident. So based on my findings and based on the Michigan v. Tyler ruling of the United States Supreme Court, I believe that my investigation was just a continuation of the first entry into the property, and therefore not a violation of the homeowner's Fourth Amendment rights. Thank you very much.